it's April from the Notebook Garden, and today I thought that I'd take you along with me on how I prepare my chickens while I'm working. So I'm a registered nurse, in case you guys didn't catch that on my Get to Know Me video, and this week I have to work 3 shifts in a row, the next 3 shifts, and I want to make sure my chickens have enough food and enough water, and I also want to make sure their pine is as fresh as possible. My husband is not the biggest on the chickens, like it's not his thing he really wants to deal with. So whenever we got these chickens, one of the agreements was that as much as possible, I try to make sure they're cared for. Now, he's not mean. He will go out and feed and water them if they got low on food or water, but I try super hard to prepare them for the 3 long day stretch. And sometimes he does give them scratch mix, which I'm going to make the scratch mix with you guys right now because I'm out of it. And they don't get it every day anyways. He has done that when I'm not here. If a chicken gets out of the pen, he'll catch it and put it up. So he's not mean toward it. It's just not his thing to do, so I try really hard to care for him myself so I can keep them. That was part of the agreement of me getting them. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I feed my chickens. I really like this Combat chicken feed. I do realize it's a little bit more on the expensive side. I have noticed that my chickens, their yolks are really nice. They lay really well. I was feeding them cheaper food. I was feeding them different food, and they just weren't eating it as well. They eat this probably a little too much, too well. But they do like it, so I don't want to change them. And I do buy a scratch from them as well. Normally I buy the I'm trying to think, soy-free one. They've been out of it lately, so I've just been getting a regular scratch feed from them, and my chickens really love that too. To make the scratch last a little bit longer, I do mix it with a couple of things. So anyone who has chickens know how much chickens love mealworms and grubs. So I mix that with my scratch and sunflower seeds. And believe it or not, guys, I actually get all this from Chewy.com, which I love because I have it set up to deliver, I think, every 5 or 6 weeks. And they just drop it off the door along with my dog stuff. So I get my dog food, my dog treats, my chicken food, my chicken scratch dash treats. And I really love it. It's very helpful. The other thing I want to show you that I've done, I am in my laundry room. And it's just where we store everything for now until our building gets built. The dog food will probably stay in here, but the chicken stuff might go outside. But it's not inconveniently bothering us, so we might have to leave it here. But let me show you what I've done. So I bought these containers. I put the dogs in the pale ones, so we'll know, and the chickens ones are in the black one. So right now you're going to watch me dump my layer feed into one of them. So there, I laid my feed in there, and this feed is a 50-pound bag, and it fits just fine in there. And the container said 42 pounds, and that was missing some. That wasn't a complete bag. But as you can see, there's still room. Like, I mean, it does fit a 50-pound bag for me. All right, so now I'm going to put this away, and we're going to work on mixing the scratch together. So that's the scratch. It's a 5-grain premium scratch. This is what it looks like before I mix it with other things. And the chickens really like this, so I keep buying it for them. That bag is really heavy, guys, and I can dump it. I just dumped the chicken one. However, since I want to mix this with other things, I'm going to do scoops of this, and then we'll mix some of that with it. Alright, let's go ahead and mix some. This is mealworms and grubs in it. Some sunflower seeds. Alright, this is the part I really don't like to do because I know the mealworms and grubs are dead, but it's still disgusting to me. But I am going to mix this. Okay guys, let me go get a jacket on. We'll head outside. I'm going to go ahead and bring a gallon of food and some scratch with me, and we'll see what shape their hen house is in and see if it needs some new straw. Alright guys, I'm going to give them this scratch first. They know it's here. They're smart. So I'm going to give them the scratch right quick. The next thing I'm going to do, I had went out of town for a couple days and I had collected the eggs before I left, but I knew they probably weren't done laying, and when I got back in town yesterday, I did not come out here and get them. And then I haven't gotten them today yet either, so we're about to find out what's in there. I did actually see that there is an egg in the run, and they do that sometimes, that I'm going to have to go get. So let's see what shape this is in. I'm going to bring you guys closer. So these are my feeders and waterers. I could see that I need water now, and their feed's empty, which not shocking me. Like I said, they eat a lot. This isn't in the worst shape. However, I'm going to go ahead and put fresh pine needles down. Not needles, I'm sorry. Shavings down. And that kind of helps with the smell. My husband can't stand the smell, so I do try to put it in here weekly. But as I suspected, there's eggs there. There's one over there in the corner, if y'all can see it, which I hate when they do that because I can't reach that too very well. And then, like I said, I saw one in the run so far. So let me go ahead and I'll probably collect the eggs last. Let me just go ahead and feed and water them. I'll check and see how much food's in the other one right quick. There's none in that one either. Alright guys, let me run to get some more food. That's 8 eggs if I don't find any more in the yard. And like I said, I had collected, I don't know, 4 I think before I left that day. So I left on a Friday. Today's a Sunday. That's 12 in 3 days, which is about what they do. It's winter, so they're not going to lay as much. I have 14 hens. I have one hen I know for a fact does not lay any eggs. And the comets, my 3 comets have been molting, so I don't think they lay every day. Gladys, my Rhode Island Red, my very first Rhode Island Red, she's never laid every day. So I don't think it's too bad, 12 in 3 days. And there could be more out in the yard that I don't know about. We'll see what happens when spring comes and it's warmer. Let me go get these guys some more food. Georgia! Alright guys, that little bit should fix them up for the next 3 days. Now I'm just going to fill their water up. Get them all set up for that while I'm gone. Unfortunately, I make this watering harder on me than necessary because I don't have a hose yet that reaches all out here. As soon as the garden's put together, the hose will, because the garden is actually right behind me, or in front of me technically, behind the camera. But, and the water hose will of course reach out here, but right now it doesn't. So this is my way of watering. Be right back. This is very time consuming. It takes me 4 trips to get them enough water. Don't even think about it, chicken. All right, that's 1 of 4. So guys, I do want to show you something that I have done to these waterers. I do get freezing temperatures and it does freeze these waters. So what I have researched and done, and it is nowhere near perfect, but it does work. And that is, I've taken a bottle and this has rock salt and water in it, and it does help keep it from freezing all the way. It does still freeze, but not all the way. So let me fill this one up. This is going to take 2. I've already done 2 on the other side, and they'll be set up for food and water. Hi, Star. Sky. So here's 4 of 4, and they'll be completely fed and watered. There was a chicken. She's still in here, actually. Hey, Miss Sky. You're a pretty bird, Miss Sky. There's you guys, plenty of food and water. Before I collect the eggs, put new pine shavings in, I'm actually going to go in the hen house. The black thing I keep putting up is not going to be a permanent thing. I'm going to have to come up with something more permanent because it's just not working. I'm going to fix it again. I fix it like every week. And then also look and see if they got any more eggs than that one that I know. I guess one thing I could always try is zip ties. What do you think about that? I'm gonna put this on here and I might come back out with some zip ties and see will that hold it better than this will. Eggs. Just this one. This is still not the best contraption, guys. I probably need to take this, one up and put it farther that way so that it didn't stay on top of the house. I'm gonna leave it for now. Alright guys, this still gives them, I mean, it's more protection than none, right? So we'll just leave it. We've had no hawk attacks, fingers crossed. Eggs, and get some pine straw down for them. I keep calling it pine straw, but it's not pine straw, it's shavings, pine shavings. Hello, chicken butt. Hello, Miss Star. I know, I'm gonna get you some more food. I mean, I did get you more food. No, it's not that. All right, let me get the pine straw, pine shavings, and I'll be right back. That I use, I just get it at Tractor Supply in the yellow bag. There's two different ways. This is the fine stuff. You can get the more flaky stuff. I like the fine stuff. It breaks down easier, and what I do with this, and I'll do it in like another month, I will do a deep clean in this. I will take all of the winter shavings out, and I'm going to put it in my compost. Right now, this is going to be the gross part about chickens, but you add more shavings because if the stuff starts breaking down and it warms the chickens up. Their poop. They warm themselves up with their poop. My husband thinks that's so gross, but it is the truth. I'm going to wish I kicked chickens out. I have a feeling. Oh, there's no chickens in here. I'm going to shut this door right quick. No chickens in there makes it a lot easier job. I ain't got to worry about them escaping. So the first thing I'm going to do, don't laugh. This is a kid's hoe. I bought my kids garden tools, but they're going to use their hoe to kind of like push some of this around a little bit. But you can tell if I brought you guys closer how broken down the bottom layer is in this. From where, I mean, this has a lot of pine in it because I have not dumped this. Last time I dumped this is when I used a little bit for the compost down there. They like to clump it right here at the beginning. Here, let me bring you guys closer. But you see how this all starts breaking down? It's crazy. This is some really good stuff right here for compost, and I plan on adding it when I'm ready to do a deep clean on this. But you see, it's quite impressive. Alright, that's good enough. Let's put some fresh stuff in there. The chickens are ready for me to work through. They're fed, they're watered, they got a treat. I fixed their shelter away from hawks, and I gave them some fresh pine needles, or pine shavings. I'll get that right someday, right? Thank you guys for watching. And remember, if you like my videos, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.